This happens for me around various people where I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? In my mind, I'm asking while I'm talking to them, and Spirit's like, just tap them on the shoulder, go, wow, oh my God, look at you.
Hello, and welcome to the Constance Messmer Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in.
This is an empath question. What if you feel a lot of heat in your body or nervousness when around most people to the point that it's uncomfortable? I totally hear you. I can't tell if it's me feeling this way or if I'm picking up energy around me. Ask your soul. You can even ask when you're in conversation with them and you're feeling it. You can go, okay, am I picking this up? Is this me or is this them? You can ask this without, talking out loud. You can ask it in your mind to God or Spirit or your higher self. Say, or just source truth. I, want to know what the truth of this is. Is it me or... Is it me or am I picking this up off someone else? Usually another fun thing to do, I love fun, is to recognize the proximity that you have. If you're in their energy field, remember the auric field goes out, as far as we can reach on either side, but we can also move our auric field. So watch my aura and energy or whatever that video was. Yeah, I can't remember what we called it. Because if you're melding auric fields, if you're by each other, that your auric fields are touching, it could be that you're picking up all of their stuff. But you can also do it with intention, right? If you think of someone, you might already be in it. Right now, I'm incredibly hot because the energy that's coursing through me to deliver you the truth. And I'm surrounded by so many helpers. And I'm at times tuning into you who's asking the questions or, the people that are on. So, you have to ask, is this me or is this them? More than likely, if you're around people to the point that it's uncomfortable, it's probably you picking it off of them. I'd be curious about the nervousness. Like, is it because you're anxious that you're feeling it or because they're anxious? That might be the case. And the other thing that's interesting is you can ask in your mind, what am I supposed to do with all this heat? When I'm around certain people or when I'm in certain sessions, when I'm, giving talks or whatever, sometimes my hands get really hot. And afterwards people come up to talk to me and I'm like, can I just put my hands on you? Because it's coursing, higher frequency vibration is coursing through me. And I know they're healing hands. So I've often put my hands and they're like, oh my God, this pain went away or that pain went away or oh my goodness. So you can also imagine holding them that you're standing with or someone else in your hands in light. You can send this to a whole city, state, country, nation, people, past, present, future, and imagine sending that heat that you're feeling as light frequency of healing love to wherever. And so sometimes you're picking it up off them or you're picking that heat up or the sense off because you're making a connection and it's coming down from all over because maybe you're a helper healer and you're already getting lit up to help and like pat their shoulder or something. This happens for me around various people where I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? In my mind, I'm asking while I'm talking to them and Spirit's like, just tap them on the shoulder, go, wow, oh my God, look at you. Touch them. And then Spirit goes, zzz, and it transfers through. So play with that. Some Dogs Talk teaches animal communication among the pages of fiction. But the experiences within are based on my own life. To get your copy, visit my shop or go to constancemessmer.com. So someone just spoke in and said about when they were, this came in on YouTube, hey Annette from the UK, I love it. They were in a shop and they were picking up anxiety when they came around near someone. And this can happen when you're looking over to someone, right? You don't have to be standing right next to them. You could be looking across the shop at them or across the, whatever, and see someone, and the second you're looking, you could be right in. And she was near this other person picking up anxiety and was sensing depressive thoughts to the point of, just being finished. And so when those things happen and you don't necessarily want to say, hey, I'm picking up that you're, going through this trauma. When you don't want to say that on the outside because it's not appropriate and you don't know them and you don't want to freak them out, you can definitely hold them in your hands and give them light and love and prayers. And sometimes in those experiences, I go closer to them to just be like, okay, angels, run your energy through me. We are going to just drape them in light to get through. And I might even engage them in conversation. Oh my God, great this, or how are you? Or what a day, can you believe it? Or blah, blah, blah. And just kind of uplift their spirits in different ways. So yeah, that's a really cool comment that came in. And you can definitely, especially if you pick up your information empathically, if you receive psychic information empathically, where you're tuning into someone, whether you're next to them or at a distance or just with the intention and knowing how they're doing or what's going on with them. I think it's important to respond when you get something. How do you want to respond? How do you want to help? How do you want to be there for them? How do you want to uplift them? Because it's just really important, right? Because we're all meant to be helper healers. We're all light workers. It's who we are. We're all we're all that. We're body and soul. We're magnanimous. Hey, Constance Messmer here. I just want to do a shout out of big thanks to all the members. I am so grateful. And all the people dropping in and giving little donations here and there and super thanks and all that stuff. I really appreciate you. You members and you people contributing and subscribers are what helped me bring this content to everyone, really. They both contribute to the cost of production, and I am definitely grateful for that. This stuff is not cheap to put out. Oh my God. Oh my God. So every little bit helps, and I am filled with gratitude that you're stepping up. I am not necessarily a joiner, not usually, but there are environmental issues in other organizations that I do belong to and I contribute to because I like to see them persevere. And I'm hoping you feel the same about this work. I hope you put it into practice in your life. That's another way that you could spread this work and help change our world, which is what I think it ultimately does. As you know, I think if everyone tuned into their soul senses, the world would be a much better place. So when you subscribe, it's a big yes vote for the content, and it helps spread the work across the planet. So when you put the lessons into practice and subscribe and like and share, you help me help you carry the lesson beyond you and me. And I am just really grateful. Legally speaking, this podcast is presented solely for educational and entertainment purposes. It is not intended as a substitute for medical diagnosis, treatment, or the advice of a physician, psychotherapist, or other qualified professional. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat a health problem or condition. Always check with your doctor. Thank you.